Is that right, or is that Joan? Joan, Joan, can you hear me?
Hey Dee, yes, I can.
Okay, thank you.
I can't hear anybody. Is anything happening?
Hi, Rebecca. Dee and I can hear you, but I think they may be having some technical issues at the office.
Okay, good deal. Hi, Joan.
Hi there.
We're unmuted.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the regular meeting for Thursday, November 13th. We are starting at 4:02. And first on the agenda will be a pledge to the flag. Please stand and join me. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay. Roll call of directors. Director Nyman. Aye. Director Kelly.
Here.
You. Director Schoenberg.
Absent.
Okay, and Director Gibson.
Here.
Good. I'm Director Garcia, so that is 4 directors present today. We have a quorum.
All right.
Number 2, discussion to adjust the agenda if necessary. Do I have any adjustments?
Dee, do we need to go into closed session?
Yeah, I think we should just really short session.
Just a short one? Okay.
Yep.
All right, I move that we table, number 19.
Can we table 20? Or you got the signed stuff?
Oh, there is more. No,
Okay.
table 20 as well.
Okay, well, table not, how about if we, table, well, we can talk about rotating board positions, but Lisa's not here. I don't think we should vote until
Really,
next
do
week.
19, 20, and 20,
Well,
Forward.
21 and
19, 20, and 24. We don't have to
Okay,
vote on that.
we will table 19, 20, and 24 until the next regular meeting.
I'll entertain a motion to that.
I make that motion.
Second that.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded. And I'll take a roll call of directors. Director Nyman,
Aye.
Director Schoenberg,
Absent.
Director Kelly,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
Aye.
and Director Garcia is an aye. So those noted items will be tabled. Number 3. Any public comments today? Do you have anyone joining the meeting from the public? Not seeing any, I will move along. Number 4, report of officers. President is absent. Vice President does not have a report today. Secretary,
I signed some meeting minutes.
right? Treasurer,
I made, claim 51 transfers, from, the Lake of the Woods, planning into the revenue operating. And then I made a bunch of transfers from the customer grant, into revenue operating.
thank you. And JPIA rep,
Nothing.
thank you for your report. Number 5, board member initiatives. Any board members have initiatives they'd like to introduce? Not seeing any? The bottom. Not seeing any, I will move on. Number 6, manager's report. Johnny, you have the table.
Yeah, I had a meeting with Paul, that's an assistant to the county supervisor, new county supervisor. And I met him, at the downtown project, the sprinkler system, because their county supervisor wants to help get that going. Apparently, the chamber, Mountain Memories, everybody's getting involved, and the county supervisor wants to help throw some money at us. So then, the next day I had lunch with the county supervisor and Paul again. And, I was talking to Chris, and he said, you know, he'd really like to try to make it like a community thing and have a community day to, basically rip out all the plumbing that was done horribly, and put underground drip lines and stuff. He's getting a quote right now from a contractor for replacing the drip lines. I told him that my board was very community oriented, that, you know, we would donate, you know, help with parts if we have them. I said that I would donate my personal time to run the mini X, to, you know, dig up the planters where we need be. And so they're doing a big push for trying to beautify it and make it look better. So the county supervisor is really easy to approach. Very nice guy. He asked me,
What is his name, please?
Chris
Paylor,
Pellier or
Pellier or
Pelletier.
something like that.
Pelletier, yeah, real nice guy. He asked me, you know, what we needed help with. I said, well, really, we need dirt to help try to fix a lot of these roads. And he said, all right, well, I'll call the roads department, find out if there's something they can help you with. I haven't heard nothing back yet, but he said he would try to reach out for that to get us extra dirt. So it was just a productive meeting. It was
It'd be
nice.
nice if Kern gave us some free dirt.
It would be nice. And already one of the county guys had told our guys that right now we've been getting, they'll pile up here on the side of Fraser Mountain Road. It's not good dirt, but it's sand. And we haul it back. Well, now he said, well, instead of us dumping it on the side of the road, we'll just bring it in and dump it at the sifter box. So that's gonna save stuff. So it's already moving, it's getting better.
Cool.
I remember, within the last couple of months, we were talking about that giant pile of road base that was created when, the Caltrans came through and replaced, the lanes of the
Yeah.
flat freeway. And you had mentioned at one time that we knew somebody, I don't know if it was our, foreman or superintendent over here at the Lebec yard, but he had since moved on, and then that was cut off, and then we, I believe, had gotten in another connection. Who is it? I'm trying to, my question is, who is in charge of that resource at this point?
I don't know now because I don't think it's viable for us to get any of that. It has to be mixed with dirt and that's ground up concrete. which would still be good, but it's
Well, it's like
not,
a road base, so
it's
crush.
not a road base until it's mixed with dirt and crushed concrete. Gotta have dirt in it. But that's not even the issue. The issue was even when we had a bigger dump truck, it took us far too many loads trying to go all the way to Gorman, plus we had to have a loader parked down there.
Well, this is what I'm getting at is because the supervisor is interested, he has state connections and it's on state property, it's on state right away.
I can try that, except for he's county.
Well, whatever, we're all related, we're all paying the same state taxes. And if that is the case, he has much more of a, ability to provide equipment and trucking instead of running our little small dump
I
truck
can
back
try.
and forth.
I can see if he
Well, I
can-
just, because he was interested and you're jumping in to volunteer your time and our equipment, I think it's a good table for discussion.
Yeah, I think I'll wait and see what he does with the county.
Yeah, I'm
Good
just an
county,
idea,
yeah.
and a suggestion, but
He's directly over the county, and then maybe if he can't get something from the county, I'll ask him about the state. Cause I could get that from the state, but the equipment would help.
right. Okay, well, that's a great discussion.
Thank you. Good advice.
Um.
But-
Yes,
The
Terry.
stuff you're getting from Fraser Mountain Road, is that where it all flooded?
Yeah,
Is that
it's,
what you mean?
yeah, and most of that comes out of the creek bed that runs right in front of forestry that we have to put back every time there's a storm. So it's all creek bed, it's just rock and sand. So when you try to fix roads with it, it doesn't compact and it doesn't last. But it's good for fill dirt, just not road repair.
Right. Okay, any more questions? Thank you, Johnny. Administrative assistance report.
Okay, so there's been more communication with the county. They actually asked for a meeting of our team, which could be Tom Dotson, Dee Jasper, Johnny, possibly myself. They want to meet with us next week to go over, something to do with the grant. They want to go over grant stuff for the parcel B replacement.
Okay.
Yeah, so it sounds like now we're moving forward at a faster pace with that. Right now the meeting's tentative, we're just trying to put together the official date and time, but it should be happening next week. Down in Bakersfield.
Johnny?
I just wanna, point out again that this grant is solely Tiffany. She's the one that found it and been working on it the whole time, so I wanna take her down there, cause she's really the whole, everything behind the grant, so. Yeah.
You?
Yeah, we can get involved once we need to.
Yeah.
But
I mean, board members are always welcome to go too. I mean, we have a F-250, if somebody else wanted to ride. I'm just saying that.
Well, when we get the day and time, will you tell her?
Yeah, shoot you a
I
text.
believe I'll be up here next week, so, yeah.
Cool. I'll shoot all three of you a text, but just don't respond to it.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Okay.
Anything else, Tip?
That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome.
Good job. Number 7, standing committee reports, accounts payable committee, please.
We met, we went through invoices, we cut checks, and we'll talk about everything in financials.
Beautiful, thank you. State planning update meeting.
We already had talked about that last month and we're having the meeting next week, next Thursday.
Excellent, thank you.
Is it next Thursday?
And then we're having, our other planning meeting right after that in the evening, in the afternoon, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
Yeah,
So we'll
so
be able to,
we'll report on it next week.
beautiful, thank you. Number 8, ad hoc committee reports, planning project committee,
nothing,
We haven't met.
easements and deeds committee.
nothing.
Okay, thank you. Rate study committee.
We've met, we've gone through things, we've sent Jeffrey stuff, and we'll talk about that in the 218 thing.
Perfect. Bond book committee,
Haven't met,
okay? And employee handbook committee.
there's a number for that, we'll discuss that at that point.
Thank you. Mary. Okay, moving along, number 9, financial business, discussion vote on accounts payable and financial information. Is Angel here today?
Yes,
Deborah,
Deborah, you're on.
Your,
Good evening, everyone.
Hey, Deborah.
Okay, so we prepared 3 checks out of the planning account for a total of $2,947.50. We prepared 36 checks out of the revenue operating for a total of $54,139.11. One check was on behalf of the meter replacement account because we're out of checks, was $443. And then we had 5 extraordinary disbursements that include the JPIA for $14,932.20.
And the reason why that,
Hello.
the reason why that was so high is because there was a extra month for our new person, so they had to an adjustment of January and December and January payment. Oh, and I'm just saying, because normally it's not that high. Go ahead, Deborah, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Director.
Okay. A disbursement in the amount of $7,114.08 to Bakersfield Well and Pump. A disbursement of $3,000 to Hatch. The Edison disbursement of $7,197.30. And a disbursement to Young Woolridge for $4,302.58. And that's all I have.
Okay, and the hack $3,000 was for the nitrate analyzer, our contract with them to update and calibrate and do all that, so that experience. Anyhow, are there any other questions?
Any more discussion from the board?
I'll make a motion that we pay our bills.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
A motion has been made and seconded. Roll call of directors, Director Nyman,
Aye.
Director Kelling,
Aye.
Director Gibson.
Aye.
Director Garcia is an aye. Director Schoenberg is absent, so we have a 4-0, 1 absent. Motion carried. Moving right along. Number 10, discussion vote on bookkeeper contract renewal.
I think that's just a change in dates, right?
That's all I changed in the contract, per Deborah, not changing anything as well.
Okay.
So I would highly recommend.
I'm very super happy with our bookkeeper. She's done an incredible job this year and the year before. And so I am very much in favor of this contract. She could never leave us. Anyway, I make a motion that we approve Deborah's new contract for another year.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Roll call directors, Director Nyman,
Aye.
Director Kelling,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Garcia is an aye. Director Schoenberg is absent. 4-0, 1 absent, motion carried. Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you. I appreciate your trust.
Excellent. Number 11,
Thank you,
discussion
Deborah.
vote.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You have a good night.
I repeat, number 11, discussion vote on 25-26 proposed budget. Who would like to attack that topic?
Well, I can go over what changes we made. And this is related to the 218, but we updated some numbers to Jeffrey. I haven't seen I don't know, is it in
Yeah, you told me to put it under the rate study.
okay, yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to it. But anyways, so for the budget that we originally talked about last time, we were looking at some things and I was looking at the director fees and we had it, the budget said $20,000. And we went ahead and we reduced that to 15,000. What I had Deborah do for us is I had
Is that the
her.
payback money for
That's,
a loan?
well, part of it's payback from the state, and then the other is just our regular meetings,
Okay.
okay? And then it also includes, our standing
Standing
committees.
Okay,
Like the AP,
Yeah.
I got it.
And so what we did is we reviewed, the actuals from 21-22 through, July of 22-25. And, let me find where do we have meetings on this? What's here? Okay, directors meeting. Yeah, so we basically 24-25, we had like 15,000 that we expensed, so we feel it's gonna be about the same because that included all our standing committees. So we went ahead and dropped it to 15,000. There was no sense in, you know, so that reduced by 5,000.
Okay.
Then, there's the maintenance category for maintenance expense. And we were looking at, actuals. There was some adjustment from in 2024 that I'm not sure about, but, that had to do with some, I think, asset adjustments that the auditor did, but like in 22-23, we were at 117 and we were at 120 in 24-25. And so that seems to be our average,
Good
for
holding
the
number.
last few years holding numbers. So we were originally in the budget at, 98,000 and we increased that to 120. So just to account for that, the tools and maintenance expense, we took a look at the tools and maintenance expense. And really, our average, we figured the average for 4 years, isn't more than 7,500. So we reduced that by $2,500.
And we had it at 10,000.
And we had it at 10,000.
Okay. Good.
Road leak repair, we had it at 30, what do we have it at? 30, I think it was 30,000. We increased it, to 35,000. And that has to do with, trucking, trucking dirt and the cost of the truck and everything. And so that's a higher expense than what, and when you look at,
It's going up. Okay.
but like in 23-24, we spent $52,000. In 24-25, it was 21, and in 28, in last year's, we spent almost 29,000. So we put it at 35,000 because we'd already spent, we'd already spent, actually, we'd already spent 28 this year. And last year was 21. So anyway, so we kind of averaged what it was,
30.
and so we put it at 35.
Okay.
Then there was education and training. We had it up at 4,500. Over the last 4 years, we've not used, we maybe used, 1,500, $2,000. So we've reduced it to 2,500.
A little over half.
Yes. And then, fuel, diesel, our actual was almost 7,500. We put it at 8,000 at this year.
Got it.
License fees and permits, that one seemed to have been a little high. We were looking at our actuals. So, our average had only been like 6,000, you know? But this year we had one that was like, we've already did $12,000.
So big one.
So we went ahead, but for license and fees, we went ahead and capped it at 12. Because that's not gonna happen every year. I think this year it included the fees for forestry. I'm not exactly, I don't remember 100%, but that was the thinking on that. Okay, building and maintenance, so really, you know, we spent 12,000 this year, but we went ahead and we're not spending that every year because we just painted, so that's not something we're gonna have in the budget every year. So we had it at 15,000, we went ahead and put that budget down to 10,000.
Okay.
Even though we're a little over this year, when he puts it in for the 218, you know, they're adding 3% onto that. And so really, we're not gonna spend $10,000 a year. We're probably gonna be a little less than that. We're probably gonna be around 7 or 8, maybe, you know, looking at what we've done every year.
Historically, yeah.
Historically. Then there was, printing. You know, our printing costs, you know, we're gonna have the 218 this year. We spent 1,800 this year so far. So we went ahead and reduced it from 15 down to 5.
Even with 218?
Even with the 218. I mean, it typically is only a few thousand.
Okay.
So, and when you look at our average printing costs,
Or you reduced it to 5,000?
yes.
Oh, I think you said 500. I was like, what?
No, I reduced it to 5,000.
Oh, yeah, that should be good.
Yeah, because on our average is, I mean, back in 21-22, we spent 9,800, but then in 22-23, we spent 4,600, and we spent 1,800 basically in 23-24, and then this year we spent in 24-25 we spent 3,000. So, and we've already spent 2,000 this year, so I put it at 5,000. So that was my thinking on that. And then safety. Safety, I went ahead and reduced it to 5,000. We had it at 15,000. Originally, the safety was higher in 21-22. We spent $12,000, but that was COVID. I think that was COVID related and a lot of things with
Is
that.
that where the cones and stuff would go?
Yeah, that's where cones and, yeah.
I guess we could always adjust it later on.
We can adjust it later on.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so in 23-24, we spent $3,000. In July of 24-25, we spent $1,448, and this year we spent $1,200.
Okay,
So I adjusted it down 5,000.
Yeah, perfect.
makes sense.
Yeah. Or we put that, no, that one we put down to 2,500, excuse me, but. Okay, then, cell phones, satellite phones, we looked at the average cost on that. We had it at 2,000, it's a little high. Last year we spent 14. We're looking, figuring what we've put out this year, we're looking to be about 1,500, so.
Okay. So you capped it at 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then under travel airlines, you know, typically we had 2,400 in there. We really don't really spend that much. So I lowered it to 1,000. So,
Anthony, you usually go to 1 training or 2 trainings a year?
I usually do one a year.
but
That should cover.
that should, I mean, we spent,
What about Johnny though?
look, we spent 22-23, we spent 1,900 on airline travel. We spent nothing in 21-22. We spent 486 in 23-24. We spent nothing last year and we spent nothing this year.
Donnie, you usually get a training in?
Yeah, last year I didn't go to the GM thing because I wanted to save money, but I may go this year.
Yeah, I think we ought to get one and one.
Yeah.
So 1,000, I mean, I think 1,000 is okay. And we can
Well-
adjust it later if,
I mean, if it's just my trip alone.
Yeah, but-
Oh, if you with the room and the.
that has
No,
nothing to do with
it's
Rome,
just
it's
the
the
airline.
airline.
Okay, good. Oh, then airlines.
Just
Yeah,
airline.
completed it, that, cause I don't fly there.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
okay.
You think you might fly this time?
No.
Oh, that's why,
Okay.
that's why I said
No,
$1,000.
you're fine.
Sorry, I wasn't paying better
Yeah.
attention, but yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
So,
Thank you, Ron.
and, you know, our mileage, I put to 800. We basically have been averaging about 500 a year. And then we haven't spent any on mileage this year. So I put $800.
December, yeah.
So, then, the operations pump and power, basically I looked at what our average is. We're also going up 13, we went up 13% on that. We had it at 110, which I thought was still a little high. So I wanted to be more realistic. So we have it at 102,000. So we reduced it by 8,000.
What did we use, for the last year? Because I know some months.
91.
Some months it hit 10 grand, right?
yeah,
Oh,
91,000.
Where's our,
That's probably fine, no, 102 probably would, because it's gonna average from the lower.
okay,
winter months.
utilities. Okay, we went from, 21, it was 75,000. Then we went to 83, then we went to 86, and then last year we were at 91,000. And so far this year for 3 months, we've done 26. So if you times that by 3,
That's a little over.
so 26,000 times 3 equals 70. That's like 78, but we're not accounting for, because
Summer months.
it'll be summer months.
102 should be fine.
Yeah, and then we also times it by 13%,
Yeah, cause,
you know, so that put another 10 grand on top of
yeah.
it. So since we used 96 last year, I put the 10 grand onto that. So that's why I went to 102. The 10 grand is the increase of the 13% that just went into effect this month.
Yeah.
So those are the changes that I gave to Jeff. We'll talk more about the 218, but anyhow, if everyone's okay with that.
No, we also changed the CIP and the short-lived,
Well, yeah.
the SLA.
Yeah, well, we had already changed that already to 0. Also the medical insurance. We had it at 138, we put it to 130. And workman's comp, we put it to 2,000.
Can I ask something real quick? Okay, the medical, just to make sure you figure that in, for a long time, we didn't have a third field guy. And then I brought him on 4 months ago or whatever it's
It's
been,
gonna affect this year.
so that's gonna affect this year's, yeah.
Well, and that's why we got 130,000 in there.
Here, hold on.
That's just the medical, that's not the dental and the
Yeah,
vision
no,
and
I
all of that, that's just the medical, so. And all. It's, we bumped everything up because of,
Okay, well, we were figuring,
I mean, probably the whole prior fiscal year, we only had two guys in the field, so we really don't have a way to figure.
well, what we've spent in the last 3 months, and we times that, or the last 4 months, then we times it by 3 to get
Okay,
to what we, and then added.
perfect.
yes, and then also workman's comp, we had it at 49,000, which I thought was super high. When you look at workman's comp of what we paid, we had 1 year, because I guess we had an accident, that was back in 23-24. We paid $49,000.
Yeah, and it always goes, it takes a lot longer to show
Right.
up than what.
But last year, our cost was 24,000. we've already spent this year for 3 months, 7,300. So I moved it down from 49 to 24.
Workman's comp is based off of payroll, right?
I think so.
It's based off of payroll, but
So, yeah, that's fine with me.
yeah, so that's,
Yeah, we got Deborah's intake on that. so.
Yeah, it's good. She knows
Yeah.
better than I do.
so, but that's where we're at on that. So if are there any questions on anything that I brought up? Does anybody have any questions?
No, we pretty much talked them all
Yeah.
out, but.
Pass that budget.
Okay, so I would like to make a motion that we approve the 2025-26 proposed budget.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor. I'll take roll call of directors. Director Nyman,
Aye.
Director Kelly,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Garcia is an aye. Director Schoenberg is absent, so that's 4-0, 1 absent. Motion carried.
Okay,
Moving along to unfinished business.
all right, thank you, Deborah.
Oh, she's already.
Oh, she already
Keep
left.
on.
Oh, she left us, oh.
Okay, number 12, closed session pursuant to government code 54957, conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, government code 54956.9D1. Fraser Park Utility District versus CNC Elite Properties LLC et al. Kern County Superior Court, case number BCV 24-100199. We'll now go into closed session. Tiffany, will you handle that
And the time is 4:36.
at 4:36? Check. Thank you.
Where, okay.
G?
I don't know who that is.
I think it's Gibson. I can't see that far.
No, no, she's not back yet. And geez, Michael, who he is. I mean, not Carlos. We don't have Pam.
Okay, for those of you who are waiting, we're just, waiting for Director Gibson to plug back in. And we will continue.
Okay.
Here she comes.
There we go. Coming out of closed session at 4:46. Government Code 5497.1A. The report of today's closed session. I have nothing to report. It was informational only and short one at that. So we will take up item number 11 on the agenda, excuse me, number 13, as we take up the current agenda again. Discussion vote update on Fraser Park Lake of the Wood Consolidation Planning Project. A, discussion vote review of the project timeline and budget. I don't believe that has changed. Is that still status quo, Dee?
Correct, no changes.
Thank you. B, discussion vote on the acquisition and development of the well number 9 and additional booster and tank site properties. Certificate of compliance, lot line adjustment.
I have I have the packet ready to go. What I'm going to do, I think the best thing to do will be to send the documents. There are very few of them, but they should be put on district letterhead and then signed by the board president would be best. And I'll send that up to Tiffany and she can put the documents that are needed. It's a
You're
Um,
request.
talking about the certificate of compliance
That's right.
and lot line adjustment? Okay.
Certificate of compliance. And so she will prepare the district's portion of that. And then the title report and other things are already printed out. The only thing I don't have, but you do, and it can go in the packet, is the grant deed. And I'm talking about well 9 right now. We'll follow that up with the Bear Court certificate, but I'd like to get well 9 into the system and get it moving and see what transpires as we go through that process. And kind of let it get started and then, then follow that up maybe a week later or 2 weeks later with Bear Court.
So you're gonna get it up to her by Monday and then we'll have the stuff for Lisa to sign on Thursday night
Yes,
because our meeting next week.
yes.
Okay. Sounds good. And what was the cost on what's our filing fee on that?
Yeah, we have 2 checks to make out. One is, let me get that for you.
You get that?
It is to the county of Kern, 2 checks, one for $260, 260, no cents. And another, and that's for the certificate of compliance. And another for $447 for a conditional certificate of compliance. And I think the conditional certificate of compliance is where they do all their research. They check what we send in, and then they check their records and make sure that, we've described it properly and all of that. And then it goes to the board of supervisors, I think, is the next step. And we'll go to a hearing and get it passed. Then it'll get filed.
Okay. We'll have those checks ready for you on Thursday. we'll have Deborah do checks on Tuesday when we do our AP committee.
Great. Okay, thank you.
Okay, moving along. C, discussion vote on LAFCO work.
Well, we're done with LAFCO. We have, we've been approved our sphere influence modification has been approved. So we don't get a big certificate or anything. I talked to Bud Rice a while back and I said, hey, gee whiz, don't we get, certificate or something? He said, no, not for that. He said, we just file it and we send you a letter that you're approved. And then on the annexation, that'll be a different process, but
And so, do we want to take this off the agenda? Because I don't think we're gonna be talking about LAFCO for a while. We can add it back on when we start to do more for the annexation stuff, we can add it back on. I
yes,
don't think we need to talk about it anymore.
yes.
Moving on to D, discussion vote on memorandum of understanding, MOU.
I think, is there anything from you, Joan? I think we're okay on this.
Thank you. E,
Nothing new at
discussion
this
vote
time.
on. Thank you, John. Discussion vote on Lake of the Woods projects and consolidation. Is that you,
Good
John?
evening, everyone. Yes.
evening, Joan.
Okay, on the $5 million grant, water line replacement, south tank line replacement, SCADA phase 3, nothing new on that. Nothing new on well 4, nothing new on the blending station. Our wells either drop not at all or 2 feet. We are still up anywhere from 2 feet to 22 feet from January of 23 and down from that time from January of 2024 to now 2 feet to 9 feet. And our attorney is still working on the redrafting of the MO.
Here you see we got water in our pond.
Reason they got water. Everybody's got water.
Okay,
Thank you, Joan.
and F, discussion vote on claims and payouts.
Next week,
We did receive, like you said, claim
51.
51, so,
We'll continue this to next week then.
There's more.
yeah.
Carlos, do you want to take it or you want me to?
You go ahead.
Okay, so we did receive the check for claim 50. That was the big combined claim,
Right.
but it's about $6,000 short. So Carlos, from the claim we submitted like 93,000 and it came in at 87,000. So Carlos, I guess, emailed the state to ask, because there's no way to pay out without knowing which invoices they disallowed. So I deposited the check, but it's just frozen until we figure out what checks were disallowed. So yeah, Carlos emailed and he's waiting for a response from.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Cool, Carl.
if we could try to get that information before Tuesday, Carlo, because we would like to pay out any of the claims that we had. I mean, I'm sure Dee would love to get some money for Christmas.
Yeah, and
so-
I did email Eric when Tiffany contacted me about that, and I just emailed him a little while ago again because I haven't had a response from him. So hopefully he responds by Friday, by tomorrow, or early next week.
Yeah, well, if you could maybe just let him know that we're looking for an answer, hopefully, by Monday, so that we could, because we want to cut some checks. But we don't know who to pay.
Yeah, I'll reach out to him again.
I appreciate that, Carlos. Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to number 14. Discussion vote on well number 8 and pipeline replacement project. A, discussion vote on engineering and design.
Well, it's done. Jesse is to get his review done. By the way, he's retiring and they have a retirement party for him tomorrow at Senior Pepe's. on Granite Falls Drive, and so I'll see him and ask him how far along he's he is on our review. But at the end of the year, Jesse will be replaced by somebody else, or certainly he'll be gone. He may act as a consultant for a little while and try to wrap some things up. But anyway, we are in the review phase right now with that. And as soon as we get a reply, and then we'll do whatever modifications need to be made, and we'll send it on. Well, we'll send him a copy to verify, or whoever's going to be there, and at the same time send it up to the state.
Well, send our regards to him, Dee.
Will do.
The board appreciated all his work.
Yes.
Just some information for everybody on the retirement for Jesse. It's extremely limited space, so unless you've already been approved for attending, it's not like, hey, you can just show up and pay your share. You had to almost have a confirmed reservation to attend.
Yeah, I never got a invitation, so it's okay.
You know, I think we did, because one of our engineers that used to work for us now works for Jesse. So, so anyway, he made sure he got us covered, but anyway, we'll be going.
That's okay. Jesse doesn't care there.
Moving right along. B, discussion vote on the project application.
Where I got an email from Jonathan. Jonathan isn't back. He's due back on the 18th. He's been gone since, well, the end of November. And he requested a couple of things be uploaded to the portal, which I've done. The scope of work was the main thing. And then he sent along some CEQA information regarding, you know, some of the things that the state's looking at on those two locations, but particularly for well 8 and the pipeline replacement project. And, you know, we've identified, that is Tom Donson has, in our preliminary biological study, the Crotches bumblebee. And so we know that we have that, but there's another 6 or so that the state, you know, they pull up a list, and whether or not they've been identified on those properties in the past, if they're in the area, well, then they want to know whether or not, you know, those species exist or have a chance of existing. So I've forwarded those documents to Tom, and let him know that the state, you know, is adding 6 more, I think. You know, again, they're like a bumblebee or something in it, in that nature. So Tom will be working on that, and I'll get a response from him. He will be back tomorrow. He's been gone for a week and a half, 2 weeks, I think. And so he'll be back tomorrow. We'll be communicating. But anyway, that's where we are with the state. We've submitted, I think, just about everything. Carlos and I also worked on the self-certification form, and I think the district sent that to Alan to review. And as soon as we get that okayed from Alan, then we need to get Lisa's signature on it and dated, and then we'll upload that to the portal as well.
I did get it back from the attorney, and he made a couple changes to some of the wording. So it's all ready for the board to vote, and then we can have Lisa sign it next week.
Well, that'd be great.
If she's not.
That'd be great.
What was that?
What changes?
So the self-certification form,
Oh,
and it's only changes from, so D, Carlos, and a tiny bit of me. filled out information on this, and then it was sent to the attorney, because the attorney has to review it.
Yeah,
So he just made, a couple of changes just to wording. They were pretty minor. So now we have the attorney's approval on this.
okay.
Good.
So we don't need to do anything with it, it just needs to be signed by Lisa.
Vote on it.
We'll vote on it.
Vote and approve it, and then she'll sign it.
So
because it's
do we wanna vote on it now?
Yeah.
Okay, that, what changes were made? Was there,
Grammar, and just in wording.
They had something about a description of our system. They had put in that we had 1,300 connections, and the attorney said that wasn't part of the question, so don't add any information.
okay,
So he took out just the number of connections, and then it was like a word or two. I don't
It was
remember.
approved by the attorney, so we might.
Yeah.
yeah.
We're safe.
It's-
Okay.
We're safe.
I'll make a motion that we approve the changes from the attorney of the expedited drinking water grant funding program, project proposal form, attachment 3, self-certification form, and have the president of the board, Lisa Schoenberg, sign it next Thursday or next week, next week sometime.
Do I have a second on that motion?
I'll second it.
A motion has been made and seconded on the floor, and I will take roll call directors. Director Nyman,
Aye.
Director Kelly,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Garcia is an aye. Director Schoenberg is absent. 4-0-0, 1 absent. Motion carried. C, discussion vote on well 8 property acquisition.
I think we're gonna work. Oh, no, that.
Yeah, we have a settlement conference tomorrow,
Thank you.
so hopefully we'll have some information this week.
Yes. Number 15, discussion vote on the rate study.
You could also catch me with your long nose. It's a game.
Okay,
So I guess Jeffrey sent a lot of the pages and stuff, but I think the bottom line, is the second one, the one with the color.
okay,
That was the new possibilities for rates,
What are those snack
based on
boxes?
the changes that we've got from the budget.
Decorations,
okay,
pieces?
all right, so
So you got it.
basically what you're talking about is if we put, now that's 380,000, I wonder over what period of time, over 5 years, or what is it?
That's probably 5 years,
Yeah.
since it goes up to 1.5 million.
You what?
And that feels
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
so that we can do.
Ebony,
Okay.
excuse me for a minute. Carlos, can you mute yourself, please? Thank you.
Hey, daddy's in a meeting.
Okay, so what we're looking at is, I think that, when we're looking at the base rate, we're probably gonna wanna put the 380,000 in CIP.
So I would think too, that's.
Possibly, we'll have to go over that a little bit next week, but,
Right,
but yeah, here's what the latest changes and then whatever.
so,
needs to be
so the
adjusted.
latest changes plus the changes we made to the budget that he implemented and put in.
Right, that's what the changes. to
With the
budget.
changes, so the base rate would be,
For the
78.93,
it would start at 78.93, it would end
okay?
at
Oh, yeah,
86.25.
Are good viable options. I was thinking it was gonna be drastically more for each one.
Yeah.
The CIP, but
So, I mean, I think that's something we need to discuss, I think, we'll go over it. So
God bless you.
maybe we have to do the million, just because, I mean, 83 is, our base rate right now is at what,
72.
72, so you're going up $11. And
For the starting base rate, yeah.
for the starting base rate,
And then you can see he
And the
made
ver-
some changes to variables.
so the variable is,
And the variable's now 2 something.
no, it's 3. It's It's 380 per 100.
No, two things.
Now, what is it at this moment?
So
236.
we're at $2.36 for 100 cubic feet.
Right,
So what he's saying
is to go up to 310.
$3.10.
Well, that's if you
Yeah.
stay with the
with the
380.
380. Yeah, that's what that looks like, because he's giving you the per cubic foot,
Right,
and
right,
then we bill per 100.
right. So then,
So that's not a super big change to variable.
right. Cause we originally it was like 75, so it's maybe 80 cents. It was, let me just do it. I'm sorry, my brain isn't working today. So 310, minus 36 equals, so that's 74 cents. So that hasn't changed.
Yeah, for the,
So,
if you do the million, it's
okay.
$1.50.
So wait a second, if we do it as 380, minus 236. 380 minus 236. Yeah, so it's $1.44.
That was there.
So it's $1.44 per 100 cubic feet.
Right, which isn't,
Right.
that would be the.
So I mean, even if you did the million, you're going up $11 on the bill plus usage, 400 cubic feet. People are looking about another six,
Yeah.
another $8 or so the average bill could go up more than likely around $15.
I like that middle of the road. I
Yeah.
do.
So I think that's something we need to consider.
It also gives people at least part of it, they could, if they're really hurting, they could cut back on their consumption on the water and save a little, so.
Yeah. Okay, so I think, that hadn't changed it much from, just take one look, let's see what we had before. I'm just curious, this is last. See, that's the funny, actually, with the changes that we made to the budget, and adding the CIP, the 26-27 starting rate, went down. Cause we had, if we were doing just the 380, it was at 79, starting 79.90 was the base. And this is at 78.93. So I mean, that's without having a major CIP. But I think we need to do the CIP. I mean, I think there's something.
That's the bottom line.
That's really the bottom line. I mean, people have to realize that, we have to continue to have money because when something fails, we gotta be able to, react. And
Well, when they see that we just had a washout on a hillside and it cost us basically $18,000 to put it back, it don't take much to, cause big chunks of money to go out.
so we can go over this, when Lisa's here and approve it next week.
On Thursday.
So now, are we gonna want to have a meeting with him prior to? What is our thoughts on this?
I can either go over it with you, or, if you'd like to ask him questions, I can see if he's available.
Yeah, I don't think we need, I think we should just go to him when we have a decision, and then we can also at that time, if there are any questions, we can ask questions, because I think it's easier to do it that way.
Plus, we're running out of time.
Or if we meet, then we can meet on Tuesday. And then if we have any questions, we can email him a question,
That's true too.
So.
Do we know if we got any more time with him?
He did not. Or Carlos might be able to answer that.
Because, I'm sure his other 10 hours are now gone.
Yeah,
Like doing all of it.
that might not happen. I don't think we're gonna be able to add hours to that.
All right.
Okay. Because Jeffrey was asking me too, I said I'd pass it along to you guys, what help we're looking for from him when it comes to the actual 218 process. So I told him if we're doing mailing, definitely all the templates for the mailings. But he wanted to know if we needed him at any of the informational or the actual Prop 218 hearing.
It would be nice because then it's nice to be able to say, look, this ain't us coming to this conclusion. This is a private party or a separate party from us that came up, crunched all the numbers and came up with what we need. And if
Right.
you could point to that person,
Yeah, but he's not gonna physically come.
No,
here.
he said he
can't.
would call in,
okay.
and I said the only issue with calling is where we're gonna be. If we're in here for the hearing or the meeting, we can have them call in and people can hear. If we're in the park building,
I think we should just be
Technology.
here. Every time we try to do the park building now, we realize we could have had it here.
Okay, but I think you're gonna end up with standing room only. We might have to put a TV out. You know, because I mean, how many people we have the last meeting? Like about 50?
No way.
well,
About
not for
15
the,
or 20 there was
We had,
for the last 218.
yeah, 15 or 20 and half of them left as soon as they realized it wasn't about nitrates.
But, well, I'm just concerned about how many chairs we can get in here.
Well, we can try. We just can't do any kind of, Zoom or any of that over there because there's no Wi-Fi. So that's our
Okay.
problem with it.
right, yeah, if we have.
I mean,
Jeff,
and with the Prop 218 meeting, we can put that on Zoom too, right?
If it's in here,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's just there's no technology set up at the park building,
Okay.
so.
So I think we just need to talk about that.
The only way could you have it at the library?
Well, that's right. There's really no open space there bigger than this either. Everything's got benches.
No, they've got that meeting room.
How big is that?
It's pretty big.
It'll hold like 40 people easily, 50
Really?
people.
Yeah.
Oh, the one where we voted?
Yeah, we go, where you go
Yeah,
vote.
that-
I mean, that's a pretty big room.
I mean, this room is almost that big if we move the tables back out of the way. It's just the way we got the table set up.
Yeah.
But there you can put up a couple of tables in the front and then you can put up chairs.
We have
And
to
it,
rent
and
them?
it has all the technology.
Well, no, they
We have
have
to
the
rent
Wi-Fi. We don't know the strength of the.
Yeah.
But we would still have to haul some of our equipment.
We don't really.
Cause
I
they
think
do,
not, you
I mean,
can get
BJ does all kinds of things there.
This doesn't look so bad. I don't feel so bad.
Yeah,
After
So,
we can talk about it some more, but that's a good idea, possibly, if we did.
No, I know.
I just know that we have way fewer people than what we ever used to. And we've never needed that big room.
Not last time, for sure.
Not last couple times. We
Yeah.
were in there.
I don't know.
Okay, so we're done with that one.
Thank you.
Okay, yes, yeah, I think, next, we're coming in for the AP meeting at 11, we'll be done by 12. So did you wanna meet earlier, or did you wanna meet at? Or you may not be here,
No, Tuesday I'm around,
on Tuesday,
The
okay.
only
You go to
time
one
I
till
leave
11
is
or
lunch.
noon?
11.
Oh, okay, so that should be gone while you do AP and then.
So,
And then
yeah,
I'll be back.
so then when we finish AP, then we'll wait, and then noon, we could have our meeting. And we could go over whatever we need to go over.
Beautiful.
Did you hear that, Joan?
Yep, heard it. Tuesday noon.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Number 16, discussion vote on an employee handbook.
Okay,
Go ahead, Johnny.
we had a meeting with Ad hoc. We understand what the concern was, so I made some adjustments, 2 adjustments, one on page 15 and one on 16 that I feel covers that. Jerry and Terry could put their opinion on that.
I believe it reflects everything that we discussed last week, 2 weeks ago. Whatever it was, last meeting. In simplest forms, takes part of our time limitation for workers that are on call. Report to the workstation, which is just standard for us, and I think it holds it's perfect to apply it here as well. And the exempt employee has just a added paragraph that will cover all the time whether he is on vacation or needs to be talked to while he's on vacation and how to charge it back.
Yeah.
So pretty clear to me. I believe it clarifies the 2 points that we had questions of. Plus adding dates to the leave and return dates, which is.
I'm okay with it.
The only thing that we really had, bones about, so
Yeah.
I'll entertain a motion if everyone feels good about it, or
Do we wanna wait
any more
approve-
discussion?
Well, I'm just wondering if we wanna wait till Lisa's present.
Are you non-exempt or are you exempt?
He's an
I'm
exempt
exempt.
employee.
Well, you got down here non-exempt.
That's, I don't know where that one, because this one says exempt.
Mine
Mine
says
says
exam.
You just got one of the old copies.
The old one.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's really no
Just to
reason,
throw you off.
there's really no reason to wait for Lisa. We might as well get it.
Okay, I make a motion that we go ahead and approve the changes to the employee handbook, updating, how we deal with exempt employees.
I have a question before I ask for a second.
Okay.
Will there be any, friendly, amendments to run it by the lawyers that we talked about?
Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna, once this is done, you guys vote on it, then the whole entire employee handbook goes to HR from the attorney.
Okay.
And they're gonna update everything, so.
I remove my, question and we'll ask for a second on this, motion.
Guess I'll second it.
Thank you. A motion has been made and seconded on the floor. Roll call of directors, Director Nyman,
I,
Director Kelly,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Garcia is an aye. Director, Schoenberg is absent, so that leaves us 4-0, 1 absent. Motion carried. Number 17, new business. Number 17, I believe should be tabled until we have everyone here.
if we wanna just have a short discussion,
Yeah, any discussion, absolutely.
I mean, so it's been 2 years in all the positions, so we'll be rotating all the positions.
Mhm.
Did, Jerry, did you wanna be president?
Are you gonna do it in number order, like we
No.
always did, seat order?
Well, I mean, we have some considerations. I mean, I think, with Becky not being here physically, I think we might have to change something according to what her position. is.
Yeah, a couple. I was
We need
just,
to make some
because
accommodations.
president's on seat 4. It would move to seat 5,
Okay, who's seat 5?
Terry.
Okay,
Your secretary, you're 3.
yeah,
So if it naturally shifted, it would shift to 4, which would be Elisa,
which would be which is what?
secretary.
Secretary would become what? What would I-
Lisa would become secretary.
Lisa, okay,
Vice president, your seat 1 would change to seat 2, which may or may not, that's Becky.
okay,
Mhm.
Becky is JPI.
A.
IA, she's seat 2, that would go to 3, which would be Brahma. Am I leaving out any position? President, treasurer is
That's
seat
one-
5.
Johnny, you have something to
That
say?
rotates to 1 unless you do anything different.
It might be easier
But-
just to rotate seats, and I know Terry do the job of president fine. But one thing I would like to just point out is Jerry is exceptional at dealing with angry people
oh, we might have angry people.
and moving things along, and with the rate study right in the mix, right?
Yeah.
in The works, I really think that somebody who's very politically geared
Well,
would help.
but can you even do the treasurer?
I am very limited in that. So
So-
I don't know if you and I could maybe switch. I would take president if I would serve at the,
Pleasure of the board.
yes.
That's one of the things with these
Right,
positions.
right.
It's not like
Right.
we can all do the same, you know.
And there's a big learning curve.
So,
for treasurer.
I mean, I would be okay with him being, president. I think maybe we should, I don't know what Lisa's thoughts are, but I think she would be good to go back to treasurer.
I think so too.
Unless she doesn't want to go to treasurer. I mean, I can become treasurer again. I haven't been it in a long time. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Are we gonna vote on it tonight? Cause if,
No.
No, there's
No.
no discussion.
cause if not, we're gonna have to go through this whole thing with Lisa again.
Right.
Yeah, so
No,
let's
but
just
we're
move
just
along.
putting on an idea.
Discussion points. Okay, so let's carry that 17 on to the next meeting.
And maybe Terry can be the vice president.
Fine.
Jerry,
That's okay.
Jerry,
Is there,
Are we done? More
is there a
discussion?
comment?
What was that, Dee?
yeah, I was just wondering, I've got some things I need to do this evening. Is
Oh,
there
we're
anything else?
done.
Go party,
Yeah.
Dee.
Have the
Okay.
rest of the night off. Dee.
Same
Well,
thing with
God bless you.
Carlos.
It's not a
Sorry,
night off,
Carlos.
but it's something different. So anyway, so yeah.
All right,
thank
good night,
you.
Carlos. Good night, Dee.
Good
Good
Enjoy
night.
yourself.
Good night, Dee.
Good night.
Dee.
Good night.
Hey, good news tomorrow, Dee. Positive thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
I'll
Say
send
your
out an
prayers
email.
tonight.
Thank you, Carlos.
I'll send out an email tomorrow.
Okay,
Number
Okay.
18. Moving along. Discussion vote on renewing the cross connection control contract.
Yeah, this,
Johnny?
Dave Wasserman's been our cross connection guy for a long time and it's getting a lot more complicated now. There's a lot more laws, so I recommend we go ahead and sign an agreement.
And
To my knowledge, there was no changes. It's just another renewal.
Okay.
did it go up in price?
No, I don't think it did. When I talked to him, he didn't say he was raising it. Which I'm kind of surprised, because I would still recommend it be paid even if he did raise it, because without crazy changes.
what's the current, what are we paying him now?
About $1,900 a year, $1,960 a year.
Like $450 a quarter?
$490 to
$490 a
We can't
quarter.
beat that.
No, I'm making a motion that we go ahead and approve the agreement for implementation of the cross connection control program for 2026.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Motion has been made and seconded on the floor. Roll call of directors. Director Nyman,
Aye.
Director Kelling,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Garcia is an aye. Director Schoenberg is absent. We have 4-0, 1 absent. Vote carried.
Can you, send that to,
Number 19 has been tabled. Number 20 has been tabled. And 21 might as well be tabled because I need to come and see Tiffany next week.
Okay.
So by Thursday, we should.
I make a motion that we table 21.
I'll second it.
Okay, Director Nyman.
Aye.
Director Kelly,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Garcia is an aye. 4-0-0, 1 absent. Motion carried. 22, review and approve meeting minutes for 11/4/25, quarterly financial committee, 11/11/25, AP standing committee, 11/13/25, regular meeting, 11/18/25, AP standing committee, 11/20/25, state update meeting, and 11/20/25, regular state planning and project meeting.
Carry.
I move that we approve all the minutes that were stated, with any of the amendments that were sent to Tiffany. Previously to and after the meeting, as well as any additional amendments for typos or other errors that we may not have caught or that may need to be corrected.
I'll second that.
All right, a motion has been made and seconded. On the floor, roll call of directors. Director Nyman.
Aye.
Director Kelly.
Aye.
Director Gibson.
Abstain?
Director Garcia is an aye. Director Schoenberg is absent. We have 3, 0, 1 abstention, 1 absent. Motion carried. Number 23, Discussion vote on forming and or dissolving ad hoc committees.
I don't think we have any, do.
I don't think we have any at this time.
We can talk about the.
Excuse me,
next-
excuse me.
Yes,
I
Yes,
need to go back to the minutes. There is a mistake that I just found.
Uh-oh.
I'm
you have
sorry.
the floor.
okay.
Uh,
And
On
what-
the regular
what-
meeting for the 13th, it says that I was absent, but I was there.
Okay,
Okay,
Thank
we'll
you.
update that. Thank you. Good
Thank you.
catch, Director Gibson. I'm glad you know that you were there.
We'll make that correction.
Once
Okay,
in a while, right?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, where are we at?
23, I think we'll wait till next week when Lisa's here, so hopefully Director Gibson will be here next week. And we can talk about forming the budget committee to,
budget.
yeah, so we can do a,
So carry over.
With
23.
Nyman and Kelly.
I guess it'll be with, it doesn't matter. I don't care, whatever you guys wanna do.
Okay, 24 has been tabled. 25, discussion on future agenda items. Think, we've got everything along the way, Tiffany?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then number 26, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
There's a motion and a second on the floor. Roll call directors, Director Nyman,
Aye.
Director Kelling,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Garcia is an aye, Director Schoenberg is absent. 4-0-1 absent, motion carried.
All
We
right.
are adjourned at 5:27 PM Pacific Standard.
Good to see you, Director Gibson.
Thank you.